Hi, my name is Sasha. Welcome back to my channel, Sash Reads, and this is my my June wrap up. So, for the month of June, I read 11 books. So not a big reading month this month. My lovely son Atlas, who was born in February, is going through leap 4. And if you're not sure what that is, it means that his brain is learning and taking in so much. His development is like, because of that, he's not sleeping, he's not self-soothing, he's very needy, which he's a baby, he's always needy, but like usually he's very happy, but during week 4 he's not. So I did not get as much done as I wanted to, but I still got a bunch of good books read. I think most of them were 4 or 5 except for 2 of them. 3,050 pages read, 5 authors of color, which I'm so proud. That's a lot better than last time. Like last month was 2 out of 14. So I definitely made a more conscious effort there to read more authors of color. My fave book of the month was Give Me More by Sarah Kate. Such a good book. I will talk more about it soon. Worst book was From Enemies to Lovers by Priyanka C. Priyanka C? That was a 1 star. That was just... Anyway, we'll move on. So yeah, let's go in and talk about all of the books that I read. Well, I'll just be right back because Atlas is waking up. Where was I? We're probably going to get interrupted a lot, so bear with me. First book I read was Wicked Fate by Monique Stokes. This is not the greatest book. I received an ARC from the author in exchange for an honest review, and there should be a vlog out by now with my review. So they are saying it's reverse harem. It is not. She clearly chooses one, still sleeps with the others, so it's like cheating. I don't know. Anyway, it's about this vampire who's like supposed to be like the best vampire. She's great at killing werewolves. She's betrothed to the vampire prince, and she finds something out that will help save, like, end this war between werewolves and vampires. So she goes along and she finds her mate, which is this hybrid, so half vampire, half werewolf, and then there's also some random demon in there as well. And yeah, like the writing was okay, the plot was like really good. Like I was interested to see where it was going, but then the author threw these random ass sex scenes in, and it was like a whole different person was writing these sex scenes, and it was just very not well done, and I will not be continuing with the series. I gave this one 2 stars. The next book I read in a vlog as well, so you can watch that if you prefer, and that was I Kissed a Shara Wheeler by Casey McKiston. I gave this one 4 out of 5 stars. It was very John Green-ish, which I'm not the biggest fan of John Green, but then Casey did their own spin on it and it was very well done. Definitely enjoyed this. Go watch that vlog where I have more thoughts and feelings on it. So this is about Chloe. The night after prom, she finds out that this girl from her school, Shara Wheeler, just mysteriously disappears, but she's left these notes for the 3 people that she kissed before she left. Chloe, Green, the Shara Wheeler's boyfriend Rory, and then also the bad boy crush, who was Smith. Oh no, Smith is the boyfriend, Rory is the neighbor. I loved this sort of found family aspect to this novel as well, and just the different way like all the different characters kind of just bonded, and it was just a really good read, and definitely suggest if you're into YA, definitely pick this book up. You will not be disappointed. I then read Learn My Lesson by Katie Robert. I'm continuing on with the Wicked Villain series that she wrote. This is the 2nd one, and it's about Hades, Megara, and Hercules, and how they all interact, and you get to learn more about the sex club that Hades runs with Megara. Hello. Hi. You want to sit down while I talk to the camera? This one I gave 5 out of 5 stars, and I had to get my own copy from the First Chapter bookshop. I then read for Jan's book club The Bennett Women by Eden Appiah-Kubi. This is about mainly more 2 women than 3 women. You've got EJ here, and you've got Jamie. Really? I didn't know that. You're talking about that book, are you? Hi, welcome to Feyre's BookTube channel. So yes, The Bennett Woman is about EJ, who is a black woman doing engineering. And then you've got Jamie, who is a trans woman studying French and theatre. And this is a Pride and Prejudice reimagining. So if you watched the movie or if you read the original, you would know where it's going. I really enjoyed that. I liked piecing together the characters. It just felt like EJ was very... What are you doing? Yeah, they can see the pen, hun. I gave this one 3 out of, more like 3.5 stars. It was like a high 3, low 4. I then read my favourite book of the month, and that was Give Me More by Sarah Kate. This is the 3rd book in the Salacious Players Clubs that Sarah Kate has written. So it's focusing on Hunter, his wife. I can't remember his wife's name, I only remember the nickname Red. And so Hunter, his wife, and his best friend Drake, and they have a sort of polyamory thing going on, which was really good to read about. I realized I read 3 polyamory books this month, so that's a thing. The breakup, it wasn't really a breakup in this book, it was just Hunter realizing, holy crap. So yeah, like the breakup, I cried so much with this breakup. It was very heartbreaking. This whole book like made me feel so many things. Like Sarah Kate always puts me on a roller coaster of emotions, and definitely suggest picking this whole series up if you are keen, or if you want to know more, basically. I then read The Roommate by Brandy Bush. This was a short, sweet novella about this black woman whose parents had gone away on a cruise for the holidays, so her roommate invites her back to her house for the holidays, and she has an instant attraction with her roommate's parents. It was a short, sweet one. I really enjoyed it. You had that one trope where like you can hear through the wall. I then read For Queer Blackathon. Actually, no, The Roommate was For Queer Blackathon, and then I read Take a Hint, Denny Brown by Talia Hibbert. This is the 2nd book in the Brown Sisters trilogy. Focuses on Denny, who is openly bisexual. I love Denny a lot. I'm keen to read more about Eve, but I'm reading that this month. If you weren't aware, go check out my TBR video. Denny was a 4-star read just because... Oh, Atlas is crying. BRB. Watch her for me.
What are you doing?
Ta-da! Oh, yeah. So yeah, Take a Hint, Denny Brown. It was enjoyable. Oh, I thought there was going to be more pecking, but there wasn't. So Denny Brown is about it's like an office relationship slash fake dating slash they're both already kind of been attracted to each other, but then they kind of just went for it. The next book I read was All Boys Aren't Blue by George M. Johnson. This is a memoir about a black queer boy who grew up in America. This made me very sad. I said I was going to give it 5 stars, but I feel weird like rating somebody's life, so I don't know if I'm going to give it any stars. I think I have given other memoirs 5 stars just because it's like their life. Like I should just rate it 5 stars, but I don't know. Definitely a really important read. I do have a vlog about this either coming up or it should be out already. It's my Queer Black Swan vlog. I did also read this on Sprints with Meredith. I then listened to Bitter by Quirky and Mezzy. This is the prequel to Pet by the same author. Was a really good start to the story. I gave it 4 stars just because the start of Bitter was a bit slow. But anyway, like, you've got Bitter, who she's like grew up, fostered her whole life, and she's finally in this place where she's safe, but now all these like riots are happening because of everything that's happened, and she doesn't really want to participate in the riots because she's finally safe. She wants to stay in her little shell. Something happens and she makes this artwork because Bitter's all about creating artwork, and she makes this artwork that comes to life, and he says that he is an angel and he's come to protect the town from the bad guys, basically. I don't actually know if you should read Bitter first, if you should read Pet first. Like, I read Pet first, but that's because Pet was out first. I would suggest reading Bitter first just because it shows you how the town of Liberty became the way it was. I then read Lotus by Jennifer Hartman, which is Riley's Patreon book club pick of the month. This book made me so teary-eyed, made me so sad. So this is a Friends to Lovers about this girl and the neighbor, but the neighbor actually was kidnapped when he was a little boy, and he's finally come back. And my other son's awake. Hello! Big trigger warnings for child kidnapping, child sexual assault. Go look up the trigger warnings on the author's website. Last but not least, I read the worst book of the month, and that was From Enemies to Lovers. This is a...
that's taking my shoes off.
Okay, thank you. This is a lesbian erotica, basically, that I don't think I actually finished because I could not actually tell you. Like, all I know is the way the author described these characters is they look like Vanessa Hudgens, or she looks like Selena Gomez. So basically it was a Selena Gomez / Vanessa Hudgens fanfic, and they were supposed to hate each other, but I could not find any hate at all. So yes, those are all the books that I read in the month of June. Let me know down below if you read any of the same books, and let's talk about it in the comments. Thank you so much for sticking with me for as long as you have, if you're still here from the chaos that is this mum life. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget you can add me on Goodreads, Instagram and Twitter. They're all at Sash Reads. I try to post every Tuesday and Friday. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I will see you next time. Bye.